coach to watch first periods like this week after week, month after month, night after night. I mean, it's kind of become a hallmark here.
It's disappointing because it's partly my responsibility to get the guys ready to play. When they aren't ready to play, that's partly my fault. So it's disappointing, and I think the routines and what we do, that's what we've done in the past. But for whatever reason, this year, it's not hitting home, the message, and about getting ready.
Part of that first period was a great goal by Brandon Dubinsky, and then another injury. Just, I guess, how tough is it to watch these? And do you have an update on Dubinsky?
Right now, I do not have an update, but I think he had one shift, so he played 56 seconds or something. And again, he's usually a catalyst for our group as far as the energy and the speed and tenacity and how we play. So when you take him out of the lineup, that has effect on our group.
I know Fedor-Tutin came back and played the rest of the game, but he was absent there for a little while. Has he got something that's been nagging?
I believe it was a stick or a puck to the chin. I think he got some stitches.
The guys said that they learned about the trade right before the game, and I think I know the answer to this, but I have to ask, how tough is that for them to process and play in the first period and sort of put that in the background?
We've all been in that situation before. It's part of our sport. It's part of our job and what we do. So it's about putting things, dealing with things off the ice, and when you get out on the ice, and you got to be ready to go. There's always things that are going on, and there's going to be something. And I'm not just saying here in the next 4 or 5 days. I'm talking in the future, this year, next year, where you got to deal with whatever happens. And my point is about getting focused and getting ready to play.
In the second period, you guys doubled up on shots and had a better pace to it. Do you think it was running into a hot Carey Price at this point too, that maybe stymied you guys?
He made some good saves. I don't know if we tested him enough as we needed to. But we had some good shifts, did some good things. We still gave up, some real good opportunities at the other end where Curtis had to make some big saves for us. A lot of those were off the rush and just working back into our own zone. There were some times where we just didn't work hard enough back into our own zone. But offensively, we had some opportunities.
What do you know about the Dubinsky injury right now? Is it a head injury or?
You know what? I haven't even had a chance to talk to Mike Vogt. Haven't had. Upper body is what I can tell you right now. That's all I know.
Todd, I know the power play's been a source of frustration here for the last couple games. Anything you saw tonight that would indicate that they're improving it, working on it?
No.
Another tough night.
Not tonight.
No results.
There was no improvement tonight on the power play. Poor execution, but that was our first period. That was part of our second period too. First you have an opportunity to start the second period on the power play, and we came out and we couldn't execute, couldn't make a tape-to-tape pass. And when you do that, your power play is going to struggle. The guys who I thought were good tonight were our young guys. I thought Daniel was very good. I thought Wenberg was very good up front, and playing with some speed and creating some chances.
Talk about the players involved in the trade, the potential that Horton had here, and then also how do you see Clarkson fitting in with this team?
The trade, it's tough for me to comment on Nathan. He was only in our lineup for I don't even know exactly how many games he played. But getting David Clarkson, I know a little bit just by watching him play. I haven't had a chance to coach him, or none of the coaches have. So he'll be a new player coming in. And, 2 years ago he had a big year, and I think it was 2 years ago, he had a big year in New Jersey. And so there's some finish there. I know in watching him play, there's some grit and some tenacity with how he plays. But we'll probably get a better feel once he gets here and we get him in a Blue Jacket uniform and see him out on the ice.
Todd, what was the biggest difference between the first and second period?
Well, we weren't ready to start the game is the first period. And, they score some goals, and again, now you're chasing the game. And I think when you're down 3-1, it creates some desperation, but we need the desperation when it's 0-0.